Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the New York Yankees. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an first pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now, and towing the slab here, Max Fried.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the ball, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Jackson Chourio leading things off and takes a strike.
First pitch, 106.
Here comes a pitch. Fastball is outside. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Judge hauls it in, and there's one away. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Max said he's not sure who actually started at first, but it was 2019, and he and Giolito, who were teammates together in high school in Los Angeles, they had the idea to become more familiar with the opposing lineup using MLB The Show. That just misses, and it's 2-1. And that's in for a strike. That misses. 3-2 now. Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's a laser base hit. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
Batting third.
And now it's William Contreras. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Now an 0-2 from Fried. Struck him out looking. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Yelich goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Save.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Next pitch is outside.
1 ball, 1
Yelich
strike.
at second with 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike. Read out of the stretch fires. And that one inside and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him and he hit him.
The third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Joseph Ortiz. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
Lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit. Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Two outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a base hit. Yelich flies around third. He scores, and they have the lead. Grisham gets it back in quickly. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play. Well, wore him down after an extended plate appearance. It ends with a knock.
At that point in at bat for a hitter, when you've seen that many pitches, you've gotten a look, you've fouled off pitches, so the confidence level is extremely high, and it seems like when you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Next to hit, Garrett Mitchell. In there, and it's 0-1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Ball.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. That one finds the zone, and it got 1-2.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Blake Perkins up next for the Brewers. Line drive, base hit. 1 run across. Throws to second. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Brewers 3, and the Yankees coming to bat. Back in the Bronx, and on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Nestor Cortez Jr.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
All over that one right there. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready
Batting
for it.
second,
Just kept
the
his
left
hands
fielder,
in and
Cody
turned on the pitch. Quick bat
Bellinger.
through the zone.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Swinging a foul straight back.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
So Cody Bellinger went as a 4th-round pick by the Dodgers in the 2013 draft. How about this, though? His final year in high school, he hit just 1 home run. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in a 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
The 1-2. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on 1 hitter.
And that's outside. Gets a piece and stays alive. On the ground right side, 4, 6, and they'll just get the 1.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the shirt out, keep the run out of scoring
right
position.
Aaron Judge.
It's Aaron Judge now.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Judge rips that one. Mitchell going after it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 4th, the second baseman, Jazz.
And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And a strike. Step off throw to first. Bellinger dives back. Bellinger off of first with 2 away. A little bit low. And 1-1. and one is fouled off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
On the ground to the left, and that chance handled. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
We all know that first inning can be a critical one in terms of guys settling in and the tone being set for the game. So this isn't what you're looking for on defense. 2-out errors are a lot like 2-out walks, but maybe even worse because your pitcher did his job to get what should have been the last out of that inning.
Anthony Volpe at the plate and takes high there. Next offering is in for a strike. That's inside. First and second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Tag, and he's out at the plate. And the inning is over.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
And we're back. And here is Blake Perkins. Max Fried will go to work. Line drive. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Batting 8, the second baseman.
This is Bryce Terang. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. One down, base is empty. Foul ball.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
A little roller up along first, and that's just foul. And that's off the inside edge. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. On the ground to short, Volpe. Throw off line, he's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Man at first, Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers. Swing and a foul out of play. In the dirt.
No balls. 2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. He'll score.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
So the lineup flips over. Now the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
0-1.
And misses inside. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
And that one fouled off. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round.
The batter.
And now it'll be Christian Yelich. Singled and scored his first time. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike. Ball 2.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, a good breaking ball like that can buckle the hitter, and by the time you realize it's going to be in the strike zone, it's too late to pull the trigger.
And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there. Run scoring double for the Brewers this inning. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Cortez back to work. And there's the strike. That's to third. Gets it to first. One up, one down.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Pablo.
Pablo Reyes stands in. Fought off foul. 1 out, bases empty. Out to short. Fires over to Hoskins. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
The designated hitter, Jason Dominguez.
2 outs, bases empty. Jason Dominguez getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. 2 outs, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Mitchell on the move to the alley. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Contreras.
That one's in there. It's 0-1.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Ground ball, Goldie. Steps on first for the out.
The first baseman, number 12, Rhys Hoskins.
And here is Hoskins. Hoskins getting to start at first, 31 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2014. Hoskins pushes it foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
In the dirt, 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Now the third baseman, Joseph Ortiz, doubled in his first AB. That one fouled off. Yeah, that's fouled off. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Good eye right there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Fights it off. He'll see another. On the ground, right side. Over to Goldie.
He's out.
And Milwaukee is set down in order. Nothing across here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Brewers 4 and the Yankees nothing. Back now in the Bronx.
Leading off,
now here's Trey Grisham.
The center fielder.
This guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down. Goldie steps into the box.
For the Yankees,
1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single.
Goldschmidt.
There's the strike. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His first homer of the year, and they're chipping away. It's 4-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
On the ground, Monasterio on the run, sends it over to first. He's in there.
Tough play up the middle, and everything needed to be right there. Feel that, get a strong throw off to first base, and I think the speed going up the line had something to do with it as well.
One down. Here comes Aaron Judge. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage. You know, Boog, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
Foul ball there.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Bellinger stands at first with one out. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
The batter, number 13.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Second baseman,
will hit next.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
In the air to left down the line. Chorio makes the catch, and that is that. Yankees get a homer to cut the lead. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Back at Yankee Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Garrett Mitchell. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Luke Weaver getting loose out there. Cruz warming up as well. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
In the air, right side. Judge has it sized up. And there's one away.
The batter, the right fielder, Blake.
So up
Perkins.
next, Blake Perkins. He's 0 for 1. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Bryce.
Two down, base is empty. Bryce Terang now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. And that's outside. And that's ball one.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Back here in New York, bottom 4. Now here is Anthony Volpe.
Anthony.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Splits the plate, and the count is 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And that's in for a strike. Counts full, 3-2. Got him swinging. Austin Wells, the next to hit, grounded out his first time. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
Up and in, ball 2.
So I went to the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
1 down, base is empty. Just missed. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
That's ball 4, trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Pablo Reyes getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that one fouled off. Man at first, 1 away. Now 1-1.
Too high.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it. 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jason Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez will hit next. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Now this one gets away from the catcher. And no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. Wells leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Out to short. Monasterio. They take the force out, and that's the third out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one left on base. We played 4. It's the Brewers 4 and the Yankees 1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
New York
and
Yankees.
there's a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
5th.
30.
Luke Weaver.
Luke
He's making his second appearance of the
Weaver.
season. Andrew Monasterio
Brewers,
up now
the
for the
shortstop,
Brewers.
Andrew
Doubled his first time.
Monasterio.
And a pitch. Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Brewers
0-1.
really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
The 1-1. On the ground to third. And that goes foul. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Let's go Yankees.
Here's a 1-2. And they'll do it again. Another 1-2. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together.
Now
Catcher does a
batting,
nice
the left
job to
fielder,
present that to the
Jackson
umpire and get that
Chourio.
called third strike.
So the batting order turns over. Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to third. Has some trouble with it. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Christian.
Runner on at first with
Yelich.
one gone. Now it's Christian Yelich. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. That one's
1-0.
upstairs, ball 1. And another ball. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is
Tag, and he picked off.
hard to know if he was looking to go right there or not, but he was clearly fooled by the pickoff move. Quick feet, quick release over there by the pitcher. Really quick tag as well.
Two outs. That misses. 3-0.
3-0.
William Contreras in the Milwaukee on deck circle. And that's through there for a strike. Now 3-2.
Full count.
on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nobody left for Milwaukee, but they lead it 4-1. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we head to the bottom of the fifth. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Cortez back to work. That one catches the corner for a strike. Grisham, first-round pick of the Brewers in 2015. Swings and misses. That is strike two.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And it's 1-2. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Mitchell gets under it, and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Goldie in the box again, takes a strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
A little out front there as he swings through it. The Brewers leading by 3, last half of inning number 5. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Up next for the Yankees.
And here comes Bellinger.
The left
1 for 2.
Cody Bellinger.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
In the air out towards right center. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw into second. Tag, and he's in there.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Aaron Judge at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Called strike right there. Man at second. Strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Contreras.
Not even close there. Ball 1. Contreras goes 5 feet 11 inches, 27 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. The 1-0. Rip to right, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
the first baseman, number 12, Rhys Hoskins.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1 ball, no strikes.
Hoskins pushes it foul. Contreras aboard here at first with nobody out. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2 just misses with that one.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
So digging in, Joseph Ortiz. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. Runner on the move. Cut on and miss. Throw to second and he's out. There's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Pitch misses. Now 1-2. Two outs. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. One hit in the inning, but no one left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. It's the Brewers 4 and the Yankees 1. Back at Yankee Stadium. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
1-0.
Strike one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Just missed. That one pulled foul. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. He swings and fouls one off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that skips in the dirt.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one way inside.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and it's caught for the out.
The catcher, number 28, Austin.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Now this is in the air down the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball. And it goes just foul. Stays alive. Pitch in the dirt, and the count 1-2. That one down the line, and foul ball. Well struck, right field. And that one is off the wall. Throws to second. And he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Nestor Cortez Jr. out of the game. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
And
Brewers.
we've got ourselves a pitching change.
Number
Aaron
26.
Ashby. And he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Ashby.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Pablo Reyes. And that one missing low. Wells stands at second with 2 gone. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 2.
No strike.
And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
That's a strike.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box.
Up
You can
next
see it
for the
right there with
Yankees,
such tight
the
plate
designated
discipline.
hitter, Jason.
First and second, 2 outs.
Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez now at the plate. And that misses. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. That one's in there. And the count 1-2. 2 aboard, 2 outs. In the air, left field. And that is the inning. Yanks strand a pair. And this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Hill.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Up now for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and it beats him. What a play.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So up next, Blake Perkins. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And that is out of play. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
And a foul ball. Just off the outside edge. 1-2 to count. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Bellinger hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 2. Second base.
Next for the Brewers, Bryce Terang.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Outside with a breaking ball. That's in there. And the count 1-1. Lined into left center, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Next for Milwaukee, Andrew Monasterio. That's in there. That's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Now snap throw to first. Terang dives back in safely. Pitch out, but no action. Terang, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He makes the grab, and that is that.
Now pitching for
We're
Milwaukee.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Hudson.
Now it's Trent Grisham
to
to
the plate.
For the Yankees,
The Yankees in striking distance, but have some work to do.
It starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Just missed. The Yankees looking to rally. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Paul Goldschmidt now. He's already homered in this game. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
The Brewers leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Yoel Payams getting ready to go. Uribe also getting ready. The 1-1 is fouled off. Up the middle. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single.
If he would have had just a little quicker release going up the middle, he's maybe able to get that out right there. And that's the kind of play that defines the best shortstops between just the average ones.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's Cody Bellinger. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Top of the zone for a strike. And the count 1-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that's in for a strike. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. On to second, they get 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Brewers 4 and the Yankees 1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Fernando Cruz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. 1 for 3. Swing and a foul straight back. And ball 1.
Really good 2-strike pitch right there. Surprised he was able to spit on that thing.
Up and in. The count now 2-2. And there's a ball.
Full count.
On the ground, right side. Chisholm. Slings to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Up next for Milwaukee, the designated hitter, Christian.
And now it's Christian Yelich. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Grisham sizing this one up. Snags it for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, William Contreras.
2 down, bases empty. William Contreras up now for the Brewers.
Well, I got a chance to meet William during spring training as he was coming up trying to get to the big leagues, and this kid's got some ridiculous pop. Watched him on the backfields taking batting practice. All of his coaches would just kind of roll their eyes and say, this kid's going to be great, without actually saying the words. Then later that season, I got a chance to chat with Wilson, big brother, and ask him about little brother, and he smiled as well. Said, yeah, he's good, and gave me that look that I think he might be better than me eventually.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Abner Uribe. Yeah, the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. First pitch, not close. Movement in the bullpen. Trevor McGill, the closer of the staff, is getting loose to finish this one off. And that's off the outside edge. 2-0.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Fouled off. He was late.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Next pitch misses way outside.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Judge waits. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something
that's
been part of his career since day one.
Baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Just missed. Judge on at first, nobody out. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
2-1 now. That's down and in.
3 balls, 1 strike.
So a walk puts runners at first and second, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Inside, just missed.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Got to keep things airtight defensively right here, on your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3.
He goes down looking.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his glove.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Now one missed.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
Up the middle, tags the runner for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. Through 8 full, it's the Brewers 4 and the Yankees 1. Back in the Bronx, we go to the 9th, and the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Cruz back to work. Hit on the ground to short. Volpe. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
The third baseman, number 3, Joseph Ortiz.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there. And I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So they go quietly there. Bottom part of the order. 7, 8, 9. 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Brewers 4 and the Yankees 1. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Trevor McGill. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season. And stepping in for the Yankees, Pablo Reyes. McGill measures 6 feet 8 inches, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Good
Ball
eye
one.
on that spot.
1-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And
2-2.
downstairs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires over to Hoskins. One up, one down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the
Now
game.
batting,
It might
the
not be the
designated
most
hitter,
challenging we've
Jason.
seen today, but it needed to be made.
Dominguez.
That's helping your team.
Jason Dominguez getting ready to hit. First
Ball.
pitch misses. Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike.
1-1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just
Ball.
pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Base is empty, one away here in the last half of inning number 9. Way
Hit
out
high.
front for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Now only 1 out remaining.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but
Up
man, a
next for the
triple-digit
Yankees,
fastball
the
blown
center
right
fielder,
by someone
Rick.
is still pretty awesome to witness.
Rick.
I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Grisham now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
0-2.
This could end it. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.